Okay, Little Fade. Molded, engulfed in smoke. Pretty good start. Energy Siphon's okay. With Frozen Lances. Yeah. Pretty good. Fear of the Temperate, Scourge Fell. Haven't seen Scourge Fell in a little bit. At least I feel like it's been a while. So been happy to dodge this fight. But I think with Little Fade we're generally okay. Same with Talos. This Talos we're generally okay with. Sometimes Dazed Talos can be annoying. Especially if you're relying on your front unit to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But we should be okay. I'm not sure which Little Fade to pick. I think this is the thing about Little Fade, right? Is that all her paths are very, very strong. And so it can be difficult to choose between them because they all feel correct, right? Like it... Little Icarus is probably the most stressful because... Well, just because you have to be slowly getting spikes. And certain fights can be much more difficult to get slays with. Yeah, I feel like with the extra reforms, we can probably go the non-endless choice here. In saying that, I don't think Stygian has great support for this Little Icarus, this Little Fade. It is the most fun. I feel like Little Icarus is the most fun though. Let's do it. Inscription Notice or Forever Flame. We can go Forever Flame. I like picking Forever Flame. It's quite useful with a number of units from these clans. Mainly rare units. I'm thinking things like Lodestone Totem, Eel Gorgon, Big Sludge, Legion of Wax. Yeah, I think that's a good setup, right? Little Icarus down the bottom, while all the while you're incanting a floor up top. It'll depend on like if we get the incant units, but a lot of these are like very spammable, right? Like you don't need enemies sitting there to cast most of these, except for energy siphons. But we'll see about those. Yeah, I suppose it definitely helps turn one, right? Because I think Fel, that very first turn gives you a 2-cost one. So it depends on what sort of setup you have. This is terrible. I think I'm not going to take this in favor of making these like more killable for Fade. I think the unit here matters a little bit less than making sure Little Fade gets fed. Not too happy to see 2 here. I think we kill one of these and then... Yeah. And then 2 is enough for a reformed Little Fade to handle. I don't like how we've seen 4 reforms already. What does that leave us with? Oh, we still got 3 out of 12. That's not bad. Do I sacrifice for the gold? Let's do this. We take it. So we don't hit a reform next turn. We've drawn through all of them. Which is a little bit sad, but we managed to get a bunch of kills. We can still draw one next turn potentially. I don't want to play this Train Steward out here. We could play it top. Let's play it top. It's kind of greedy not to kill one of these. Let's get the reform. Like a good player, as George would say. Oh, I forgot to look at his run. Sorry, card. Oh, and of course we get 2 reforms for this to be fine. What a fantastic start. So this does 10. So if we put this behind, then that's the 55 to get the kill. So that's some easy maths. Now I have to wonder even longer. That's true. May the greed forever be in your favor. Thank you, Sanguine. I was wondering if you were going to appreciate how greedy I was. I mean, I'm not that greedy. I didn't take the artifact. Thanks, Sanguine. Have a good stream. I'll catch you later. Oh, you know I'm a fan of Entombed Explosive, right? And the reason I'm a fan is purely so I can put it on Legion of Wax if I see Legion of Wax. That's like 100% the reason. Otherwise, it gets in the way of Little Fade. I suppose I can endless it. But it's too fun to just not pick. A payoff for these energy siphons might be nice. But Crypt Build is probably too expensive, so let's go Titan's Gratitude. We'll go here. We'll get some units sorted. How many temples do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good amount. Hellbent with the Merchant Steel and Unstable Vortex at the end. Magic. Dupe. We have steels here. Whenever I look at these hell vents, I think if I can go to a Merchant of Magic before going there, it might be nice. But I think we're actually okay just duping a reform here or something. I think we're happy going to steal and just looking to get our units sorted straight up and not have to worry about it for the rest of the run. What do we have? Import. So we can't afford to roll, really. That's okay. Do we even have... Oh, yeah. Got Titan credit. I don't want to do it. I think the later we can leave these sorts of things, the better. We can keep the enemies sort of weak by keeping this low. And that means we get a higher chance of building spikes. I think that's how it works anyway. Paraffin Enforcer. I do like well, I mean, Paraffin Enforcer is ridiculously strong. It's hard to say no. The reason to say no would be that Little Fade is too strong, and Paraffin Enforcer will not get the hits in to scale. But I think even just getting it for the base stats here. Yeah, we're not going to roll here because we can save gold and roll here instead. There's also a good chance we get rid of Paraffin Enforcer and go with some and can't build top like Sanguine was talking about before. I think that's still very much on the cards. It's just less management than making sure Paraffin Enforcer gets scaled or making sure we get harvest triggers. Mark of Invasion. This is tough. This is almost too many units at once. We take it because of the gold, but I don't think we get too many more slays here on top of how many we would normally get. I forget which one goes up. I think it's this. I think if these two go, we leak for one. I don't want to play Little Fade first. I'll play Paraffin first so I can smoke. And then I think we Frozen Lance here. And then instead of leaking this 3, we leak the 1. Yeah, it seems, yeah, that worked out. No reform. Let's take the gold. And then I suppose one here. And I guess that's not bad. It's more about the spikes we missed that I'm upset about. And then we only get 2 slays here. That's okay. 2 reforms for... Okay, we hit it. That's good. And it has enough health. No, it doesn't. Okay, so do I train Steward? No, because we hit a primitive mold. I guess primitive mode's okay. Yeah, primitive mode's probably okay. Oh no, I just Titan's Gratitude this front one maybe. No, this is fine. This way, Fade gets the kill on this one and that one. Otherwise, Titan's Gratitude loses us that kill. And now we have a 50-50 chance. If we don't hit it, we just leave it out of the deck. Entombed Explosive does it? Yeah, nice. Another Entombed... I don't think I need another Entombed Explosive. Another draft might be too much. Another draft might be too much. Yeah, we did get a little bit lucky. I thought that turn, even if I didn't hit it with primitive mold, we just keep the Train Steward out of the reform pool, and as long as we hit one of our reforms next turn, we were going to be fine. Luckily we hit it straight away, and it made things a little less complicated. I'm contemplating taking draft, but I'm unsure. Usually if you infuse draft, it becomes something that sneaks into your reform pool every so often, and we don't have burnout extension. And so it can be tough. Without a way to extend the burnout, we're kind of in limbo. I think it's a skip, and I think it's a very sad skip. We could Molten and no, I think it's good. We can potentially Ice Tornado. I don't mind Permafrosted card that can just sit there until we need a payoff for Energy Siphon. The problem is we can't play it and Reform in the same turn. But it means if I miss a Reform, we've got some sort of damage coming out. So I don't hate it. It's probably better than the Flash Freeze. Just because we're not using Flash Freeze to kill backline units that often. Because we want them to die to Fade. Okay, so we saw Quick. Here are our Sirens. What else did we see? Did we see Incantama? I don't think we saw Incantama. Do we Nameless Siren? I think we Nameless Siren. And the reason I think we Nameless Siren is because firstly we got Stealth. And then to make up for the lack of health, we can see Incantama or another Siren of the Sea or another, or an Guard of the Unnamed. I think if we pick Siren of the Sea, it might be difficult to make up for not having the attack. Oh, that's true. Siren of the Sea and Reform works. No, I think I have to bank on not reforming it and instead reforming Little Fade. We're gonna look for probably not Quick. We roll for Multi-Strike and Incantama probably. Endless. I can Endless Entombed Explosive. I think I should do something. We're a little bit weak because we visited 2 Merchants of Steel and got 0 upgrades. And that tends to make you a little weak. I like Burnout 1, but I think we're not gonna do it. This is where we get the 5 times dupe and we dupe our... Oh no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's where we get something very different. On the one hand, Dante's Candle makes us more inconsistent. More inconsistent. On the other hand, Dante with Paraffin Enforcer or Nameless Siren. It's mainly this Paraffin Enforcer, isn't it? Oh dear. How can I not? How can I not? I think we've got enough going that I didn't have to, actually. I'm almost certain that we had enough that we didn't need to. But it's just too tempting. Just too tempting. We're here. Bogworm's Remains. Said to be among the great titans that formed the rings of hell. The bogworm had long since died by the time I began to build the rail. What sad. The bogworm's remains have created a ring full of waste and ruin, perfect for the inhabitants of hell. I guess some good came out of it. Oh, I just now see that this is like, this whole thing is the bogworm. I always noticed the head, but I never noticed that this is like a destroyed bogworm body coming up round here. That's true. It's just the specific bogworm seems to have been quite powerful back in its day. It's safe to assume that this is where the worm can hang out. Oh, and like the... Do I put Little Fade here? Protect my nameless siren? No. We go for spikes. No. Didn't want to pick up all this reform here. I have a feeling we should let that die. What do we have? We still have 1 molded and 2 primitive molds. Okay. Oh, this bottom floor. Oh, I shouldn't place this there. I think we just enter. And now we have to hit a reform. If we don't, we're in bad. We're in a bad position. But that's okay. We take killing an entire floor. And Little Fade gets all the kills. Okay, we take it. Unfortunately, we die to the front unit here. And we can't engulfed in smoke for the incans. We can play a train steward, which I think we may as well. Oh, I didn't play the entombed explosive. Should I have? It's getting kind of dicey. It can block for the Little Fade, but it can also... Oh, we've got 6 of 21 and we draw 5. That's kind of just okay. I guess we can put Paraffin Enforcer too. We can see how close we get. The problem is Entombed Explosive kills us, and so it's actually costing us a slay. But it might be better than trying to... I should say having to draw Reform next turn in order to win. Fade first than the other, but do we do enough damage? Oh, we probably do. You're right. I think you're right. Unless, no, we Paraffin Enforcer front now. How did that... I ruined everything. I ruined everything. It's okay. Turns out it's okay. 63.92, 155. That's not enough. If we put it behind, it is... This doesn't attack, so it's just this 47 plus 92. That doesn't kill. And then this one dies, and then Little Fade kills. Okay. Right. Devourer of Death. I like Devourer of Death so much. I like this infusion. I think it's really cool. But I never use it because it never seems to suit what I need at this at the particular time where I see it. And in this case, it's the same thing, right? We want Little Fade to clear the backline, and so this makes very little sense. Siren Song is okay. We can use it to... We can use it top. Little Fade gets fewer kills if we Siren Song, but we can Daze Divinity. And a lot of the time, if the floor has come through and attacked Little Fade, then the Daze 3 is probably enough to finish it off with the Pyre. So I don't hate that. It's a way to protect our friends here. I guess it'll be Dante, won't it? We're going the Dante route. Wickless Tycoon. Yeah, it'll be Dante. So Dante getting free shots off at Divinity sounds good with Siren Song. I think we go here. Removals are too good. They're just too good. Very difficult to say no to removals. Getting rid of these dead train stewards. Because we just can't play them, right? And I think we dupe a molded. I would have liked to reduce the cost of it before I duped it there, to make it more spammable, but I guess that doesn't matter. If we're going to put Paraffin Enforcer into Dante, then Nameless Siren and the Incanting along with it makes less sense. We could have looked at this first. Engulfed in Smoke is great. Yeah, I think we Engulfed in Smoke and we Intrinsic the Siren Song. It's quite good. This is like useless for most of the run, but it's going to be really, really good for Divinity. And so we do it. And the good thing about it is, oh, it's hard to say no to this. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was going to do it. I didn't have enough points until what do I do here? I think we Siren Song this floor. So the good thing about this is it stops me from drawing too many of my moldeds turn 1, I guess. Yeah, we may as well Siren Song. Yeah, reform. We'll put Nameless Siren first. Put this here. We can get 2 kills here or we can get 1 here, but... Oh, we're actually really close to 2. But we're not. Yeah, if I put this up here, then I have to keep putting it up here. Whereas putting it down here sort of lets me keep putting it on this floor instead. And then I have space to put the endless Endless Tomb here, potentially. Unfortunately, cannot incant on this floor. Oh, I could have just done it, yeah. That was a mistake. We're gonna leak, I think that's fine. Some rough things, but we clear this floor as long as we draw a reform next turn, which we will. And that should be. If only this was slightly more incanted, right? Oh, this doesn't die, so we don't actually get what I want. It's fine. At least it should be fine. We can Siren Song this. I don't think this is worth it. No, because this doesn't die. We could put it at the back. But then no, if we put it on the front, then it doesn't work out because this kills us, I think. And if we put it at the back, it doesn't work out because we don't get these kills. So we may as well do this. Just for the incant. It's so close. How far off are we? 54. So if I put Entombed Explosive, that's fine. That means if I reform Little Fade, I can just put her in the front. And if I don't get a reform on Little Fade, then I don't lose. So that's good as well. Nice. I like it when the maths is pretty easy. We've missed quite a bit of slays, quite a few slays, but I think we're okay. Second Engulfed in Smoke or Mortal Entrapment. I like stacking more stealth, but we do have Siren Song, so going the Mortal Entrapment route is okay. It's just more expensive. I think we Engulfed in Smoke. Oh, all these cards that are like really good against Divinity. So the reason for Engulfed in Smoke was that we get more protection from the regular waves, as well as protection against Divinity. Whereas Mortal Entrapment only protects you from one unit. I like Drain, but I'm not sure if I should take Drain. It's just too many other things hanging about. I think we keep our deck a little bit streamlined. You like Train? I do like Train. I like Monster Train. But I also like Drain. Drain? Drain? How do you pronounce? How do I say the letter D? Who parked a car on my sandwich? Wait, I don't understand that either. All these things flying past me. We take the unit upgrade. Raven the Fox, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Ah, Large Stone Dante seems great. Seems good. Got my nose. Got my nose. I understand that. So we've got no burnout extension, which I think is the bad thing about Paraffin Enforcer onto Dante. But the good news is we don't have to put it until here. What else do we have? I don't think endless works. I mean, do we put Nameless Siren into Dante if we've got no burnout extension? Paraffin Enforcer is just like a ridiculous amount of damage higher though. Like it's not even close. Like the damage output between Dante with Paraffin Enforcer versus Dante with Nameless Siren. Not even close. It's... Yeah, and there's still time. I think we just wait, right? I think we just wait. We probably need to pick up some points here. We're only on 25. How did that happen? I guess it's because we don't pick up any of like the spell damage ones, really. Votive Key? Votive Key seems terrible. Let's not do that. Let's do Magic Power. Random damage also seems terrible because we don't want to take kills away from Little Fade just on accident. I don't know about this. Let's have a look. We'll probably go to this Hellvent. Oh, we'll go here. Almost certainly we go here. Let's leave a slot open on our Dante for it. I think quick is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. No, we don't want quick. We're not going to take this. I don't want the gold. I want the slay triggers. Looks like I'm not going to get them anyway. But, I mean, at least I was thinking about it. I think that's the important thing. It's the thought that counts. Wait, this is 90 damage? Because of Dante's cloak? That's ridiculous. I could have just killed this. I'm gonna do this so we can kill it with Little Fate next turn. But that's a lot of damage. How much do these do? They do 19 damage. They do 19 damage. Oh, whoops. Looks like we take 10 damage instead of 3. That's my bad. I was too shaken by the other thing I just witnessed. I don't really like this. Being on 1 health for this floor. Maybe it was worth taking the flash freeze earlier just to kill Little Fade with it. I didn't think about it, but I think it may have been valuable. We'll do that. Now we can have this hit Little Fade by putting the Entombed Explosive first. And this sort of evens things up for us to put Little Fade on top next turn, I think. That's the theory. It's too many kills to not put Little Fade top. We do want to hit reforms for that. How many do we have? 5 from 21. Five for 21. I think we don't play this. Little Faye just does not care. This is one of the great things about Little Icarus, right? Like, Self-Made Harpy has ended tons of runs for like a ton of people, but Little Fade with spikes kind of just does like 600 damage a turn to it. So we take that. Little Mathurus. Little Mathur. We'll take Sacred Wicks. And we'll skip. Oh yeah, Crystal Cloak as well, right? Yeah, that's true. We'll go here. Even more removals. Really good. Combustible Wax. Do we take this? I think Little Fate, the burnout doesn't matter so much. But it's a way to keep Dante alive. It'll burn out after like 5 turns. And then we'll get a burnout 6 Dante. That's probably enough. Like, the math probably works out for us to get a decent number of hits. Worn Grindstone's a lot of damage. Yeah. This means we only need to see 1 burnout extension card as well. I kind of like it. We remove Nameless Siren now. Probably a Frozen Lance. I don't know, everything's kind of nice in this deck. We could remove the Entombed Explosive. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We love Entombed Explosive. Entombed Explosive is our friend. Okay. I'll do the infusion now. We need 35 from... We'll pick this up, so we need 25 from this Divine Temple. That seems fine. Unless we want to spell chain. Nah, let's not. Do you think you could do a setup of Thorn Little Fade into killing her by spell into reforming her, spawning her again? Yes. I mean, oh wait, do you think I could do it, or do you think it would be strong if someone did it? It is a very strong strategy to kill and reform Little Fade as often as possible, even if that means using your own spells, just to get the health scaling. In our instance, the health scaling. Right now, I can't. I have no spell that can target Little Fade. What do we dupe? Get one then. Okay. I'll do it for you, Hagrid. I'll do it for you. Sacred Wicks. We've got so much reform. It's hard to say what we actually need to dupe. You dupe Little Fade. Imagine a world where that was possible. More Dantes. No, I don't want more Dantes. I mean, I could. No, we can dupe Dante later, potentially. What is useful for us? We really just haven't upgraded much. Latent Gratitude is okay. You haven't even played Little Fade yet? Wait, really? You seem to have pretty good game knowledge, Hagrid, for someone who hasn't fully played everything. Let's dupe this in golf. Smart color. Hey, George. You actually play Monster Train in bed. That actually sounds really appealing. That was my Slay the Spire life. I didn't get into Slay the Spire by playing on yeah, I guess by playing on the computer. My first experience was on Switch, and oh, gross. Oh, we have a zero cost one. How about that? How amazing is that? Oh, this is like the one instance where we may have wanted the burnout. But I think we're okay-ish. So next turn we get this junk. We get junk from Fel. And we might have to look to reform. We've only got one reform in the deck. Oh, we've got two of these Dante's Candles. I think next turn we're taking damage. But yeah, I can completely relate to the, like, just hanging out in bed and playing one of these card games sort of life. Looks like we're going to have to move up top. Oh, Dante died. Interesting. Interesting. Dante might die at exactly the wrong time for us. It happened again. Whoops. I guess we got Ember drained by playing Dante. Did I play that in the wrong order? I believe I did. Let's get the kill here. Well, maybe I should have just played it top. Dante's gonna burn out too early. There's a chance we didn't play this correctly. Dante might only need 2 turns, to be honest. Yeah, I think Dante's got it for us. Does that mean Little Fade doesn't? Little Fade behind wins. It gets to hit once for 173, then twice for, yeah. Wait a second, what happened there? Oh, it kills it after one turn. Because Dante buffs it up. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Dante makes Fade ridiculously strong. And of course we get offered Hallowed Halls. Because what's better than having to reform? I mean, this is a card you wanted, Hagrid. A way to kill Little Fade. I think Hallowed Halls is the top pick in that category. So we'll do that. We'll give it a click and head over to this Merchant of Magic. See if we can't find holdover for it. Permafrost. I think Permafrost on the Sacred Wicks is nice. It's double reform in one. So if we need to reform Little Fade and Dante in the same turn, and we draw 0 reforms, that's just sitting there waiting for us. I'm not sure whether I should hang about for double stack on this. It probably doesn't need double stack, to be honest. It probably doesn't need cost reduction. So next floor we're going to this Merchant of Steel, almost certainly, because the removals and Hellvent are so strong. So what that means is we don't get any more Merchant of Magic upgrades, which means we probably don't leave ourselves open to picking up Value Stone here. I think if we hit holdover, we just -1 this Hallowed Halls. Having said that, we haven't got it yet, so let's roll and see. There it is. And I think we hold over this Hallowed Halls over Engulfed in Smokes because we got 3 of them. Lore reading time? What would you like? We'll get rid of this Ice Tornado. I don't think I've played it. We didn't go to as many Merchant of Magics as I wanted, so we didn't reduce a lot of the costs. So we instead, we played a lot of primitive molds and then could not play the Ice Tornado. Yeah, I feel like the average Exile champ is stronger than the average normal champ. Actually, is it in all cases? I don't think there certainly isn't a normal champ that's better than the Exile. I think at most it's equal. We can probably remove a primitive mold now. Or an energy. Let's remove an energy safe. We could actually, I should probably remove this Entombed Explosive. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Take this gold, yeah. I think we still have an upgrade slot on, oh yeah, we take this on our friend, Dante. Oh, I forgot about the lore. Remind me next fight. Just read the lore of enemy. I suppose. Created with some natural defense to the pyre. The winged are by no means immune to its power. After seeing the success of the conduit armor with the clipped, the winged decided to use it for their own, taking credit for what was my invention all along. Wait, who is the... Wait. Who wrote these lore things? Was it Herzl? Also, I don't know what it means by winged and clipped and conduit. We can probably entombed explosive up here. No! Goodbye, reform! Aha! Oh, I don't want to take the damage. Fine. Let's go hang out on the top floor, I suppose. Uh-oh. We have a problem. No! We have a problem. There is a slight chance that we lost both our units. It's my fault for not holding onto the Sacred Wicks, whose role was to do exactly this. Do we take all the fire damage? I suppose we have to. I suppose. This in front gets hit by both of these. Little Faye doesn't survive. Unfortunate. 76. We need 96. I might have to restart this fight. Maybe not. Hey, Little Fade got the kill. I already knew that. I knew. No, that was kind of just luck in the end, that one. I think I need to pay attention to Dante. Oh, we didn't pick up any burnout extension, by the way. That's okay. I don't care. I think I've got backups now. You may have to go back to Covenant 1. Quick. No, we don't pick up quick. Oh, Founding Seal. I feel like I haven't seen Founding Seal in ages. I feel like a lot of my runs don't have this, but feels bad to see it on a non-incant run. It's okay, we duped the Hallowed Halls for sure. Maybe we just take the Pyre Health. Is it a Pyre Health kind of time? It probably is, right? We'll look at this unit upgrade first. I guess we can take quick if Dante... We can take quick if Dante and Fade aren't going to be on the same floor a lot. Let's go for multi-strike. Endless. Oh, we'll add a burnout. That seems okay. I didn't need to roll there. Risen block? Oh. Risen block. Let's have a super strong Titan's gratitude. Seems good. Get to our 100. We dupe the colored halls. We remove... I should have left gold for the roll into another artifact. We could have had so many good ones for Little Fade. Mainly, what is it? Emblem of Exile? No, that's the Awoken one. Mark of the Exile. That's it. Okay. We've got to 100. We spent all the gold we're going to spend, I think. We may as well remove something. The entombed explosive. Let's get rid of it. Oh dear. Entombed explosive. I don't know. It's been with us for so long. We can remove 2 cards, can't we? Primitive mode is fine. Okay, let's go. I think we're fine. That's true. The turns without stealth are the important ones. What does this have? Damage shield. Do we just take this damage? Oh yeah, we can. We can, and so we do. Poor Dante. I shouldn't say that. Dante's got it good. We can kill both of these backliners by playing this. No, but then this doesn't get hit. Oh, that probably... Let's just do it. That's fine. Don't forget to get 100 shots. I appreciate it. This one's a small one, so I think I can afford to do this. Nice, perfect. Dante's doing so much work just, like, on its own. I love it. Oh, Dante died. Dante's now going to have no burnout. Very sad for Dante. I mean, no rage. What am I talking about? I suppose. Little fate has been dominated. Don't use those words. That's a little bit weird. Oh, I guess we get to hallowed halls this, and then possibly have some like stealth as well. So that's pretty good. I won't play Entombed Explosive. Although we could have played her at top, I guess. Nice. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get burnout extension for Dante, so halfway through it just like loses all its damage. That's what I said. That's why I said don't say that. You might give people the wrong idea. I suppose I shouldn't have said it, though. You're correct. We do this. We do it again. Although... yeah, I suppose we do it again. It incants everything, though. That's a bit of a shame. Hagrid was definitely being sus. Okay, we get to double hallowed halls. Look at... I guess this damage is about to skyrocket. This is awkward. Yeah, that's fine. How much burnout do we have left? 2? I guess 800 damage, and then next turn however much damage is quite a bit. Whoops. No need to play those on this floor. That's fine. I guess we don't need to stealth here. Hallowed Hall's top. Oh, I didn't need to play this. I could have Sacred Waxed. That's fine. What am I doing? What did I miss out on? I needed to get more spikes. That's true. I could have done it. It's too late. It's too late. We'll take this. GG. So that was like a very solid little fade run that just ended up getting ridiculous. Having a way to play Dante with Burnout made things kind of crazy.